I'm back! The old background is back. I could not be more excited. Ladies, yes, I am back home in Turkey. If you're just new here and you're wondering, what is she talking about? I've been living in Greece for about 3 months with my family. Today's video is going to be me showing you the adventure of taking your family on this 3-month adventure of living in a different country, showing you some of the funny things, showing you some of the really interesting and beautiful things. And at the very end, make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to be spilling the tea on why I'm actually so thankful to be home. So stay tuned for that. Our little adventure begins, heading from Istanbul to Greece. Woo! All right, we're reaching the border. Gonna leave Turkey and enter Greece. We arrived to our home. It's dark, so we're going to try to get in. So welcome to our new home for the next 2.5 months. So we've basically traded in one walk for another. It looks so similar to the one that we do every day where we live. We're just walking along here and the town center is over there. That's where the bakery is, that's where the restaurants are. So the location is so perfect. We're just loving. So we are in town center now, heading to the bakery.
Big one or small, please? Big one, small. Okay.
And now we're going to the supermarket to pick up some things. I'll take you inside. It is a fabulous market. So look at these little bottles of wine. It's very cute. It's like a half of a liter. They definitely have an assortment. Lots of different cheeses. I have no idea what they are, so we're having to use Google Translate a lot. And they've got all kinds of fruits. I think this is quince. Oh, I found my section. So happy. This is the one that I buy and I love. Oh, thank goodness they have it. It's everywhere. Just like in Turkey, they have a lot of yogurt. So this is authentic Greek yogurt here. Of course, they have a lot of spanakopita. all kinds of different ones. Look at all the variety of them. Look at, they have all of it pre-cut and frozen. Wow, that's cool. Definitely gonna pick up one of these. These are pitted dates. Perfect afternoon snack. 2 of those with some peanut butter. Here's some pre-made foods. They've got some beans, some moussaka, of course. So we're having breakfast. We were given this. We actually started eating it. So this said 2023. I guess it's a traditional Greek bread that they have on New Year's Eve. Very similar to a French custom where whoever gets the little coin in their piece has luck all year. So we're going to enjoy that. We're making that into some French toast today. So ladies, I think this is hilarious. I'm in the grocery store, and you know how you can find some Valentine's Day treats and sometimes little decorations or whatever? Well, here's what they have in Greece. Screw the kids. Let's get it on. Let's have some champagne or whatever the heck that is, martini, chocolates, and condoms. we got some candles, more condoms, some aftershave. I mean, they got their priorities, I guess, eh? I love it. I love it. This is something funny. You have gas stations underneath buildings. So here's donut shop, and then the gas station is literally, you just pull up on the side of the road and you get your gas. Wow, we just stumbled upon this place. Have you ever tried these mochi balls, I think they're called? It is the coolest, most delicious thing. But let's see this ice cream that has olive oil. Gosh, wow. So this is what a mochi ball is. It's kind of like, they call it a lokum. So kind of like a gelatin, I guess you could say, on the outside with the ice cream on the inside. You just need like one of these little ones, and they are so delightful. Wow, ladies, we just went for a little walk slash hike. So beautiful. Last day. It's been a lovely time. We've learned so much about the people, the culture, the way of life. It's almost like they're singing a song of sadness that we're leaving. It's a real blessing to be able to experience different cultures, and my kids, you know, have interacted with different peoples, eaten different foods, had different experiences, and as a family we truly have too. So it's been really, really nice. Bye. Hoş geldiniz, welcome, bienvenue. Here we are. Home sweet home. We had a really beautiful time in Greece. It was a dream of my husband to go particularly to the area that we stayed in. It wasn't Santorini, it wasn't the islands that everybody knows as Greece. It was more of the ancient lands that were part of the Ottoman Empire. My husband is Turkish and feels very, very drawn to that time period, and it was like a dream of his to go there. Now, funny enough, he's also loved the Greek language and has been using the app that I talk about all the time, Pimsleur, to learn Greek, and he wanted the opportunity to be able to practice that and really feel like he got a grasp on it. Well, did he ever. I would just stand there watching him converse back and forth with the cashiers and the waiters and waitresses, and I was like, so the fact that he got his dream come true was really, really amazing. But it wasn't just us going there to fulfill his dream. This was an opportunity for my family and I at this period of our life when we were all working from home to go and live life. My theme word for this year was live. I wanted to just start getting out there again and living and experiencing life, you know, getting the richness of it. So it was very beautiful on the day that was our last day, and we went for breakfast. And I asked everybody, what are your favorite memories from our time here? And many were the same and some were different. And I'll keep theirs to be private. But for me, my favorite memories were one day when we went on a hike that I showed you there. It was like that perfect Sunday where you wake up and you have a beautiful breakfast together, and then you go outside and you walk along the beach and you're climbing up all these rocks, and then we just sat out on this rock plateau right by the water and probably sat there for 30 minutes just staring at the water, and every once in a while chatting with each other, saying, oh, do you see that? Look at that. You know, just being with nature. And my daughter said to me at one point, this is the perfect day. And I thought, yeah, this is what living is about. And after we spent this gorgeous time together, we walked to this cafe that we had become very familiar with and got to be good friends with the owner, who made these little mini kind of donuts. So we really enjoyed that. Now I want to switch gears here and just talk about some of the gifts that Greece gave me, because I've done another video, which I'll link somewhere here, where I talk about some of the other countries I've lived in and what gifts they gave to me. And one of them was that, you know, I think a lot of people see Greece as being Santorini, or these beautiful islands, you know, with the blue colored roofs. And truly, that is the smallest part of Greece. The rest of Greece, particularly the mainland, doesn't look like that at all. It's very much back in the 80s. And what I'm talking about mainly is the ideals and the priorities that they have. And one of the main ones that really got to me was they don't let money rule their living. And I know there's a lot of comments that people have about the Greek culture, and I'm not going to get into that conversation, but there is something to be learned from a lot of the Western cultures, maybe not to the extreme of Greece, but you see people out, young, old, all day, every day, on a Monday afternoon, on any time of the day, and they are literally drinking coffee. And they'll have that one coffee and they will drink that all day long and just talk and chat. And my husband and I were just so incredulous, like, how do these restaurants make money? But they will actually allow you to go to your favorite bakery, buy a dessert, and come back and sit at their cafe and enjoy that cake, drinking their coffee. And that's all you have there. And the other things would be like, we'd order all this food and they would say, oh, you know what? I think that might be too much for you. Why don't you just start with this? And then you can see if you want more. Some countries we've lived in have been very focused on, let's get as much money from these people as we can. And it's not a good feeling. And I'm telling you, you never felt that in Greece. You felt like shocked almost. I mean, once I went into Sephora even, and I was trying out this new conditioner, and I had never tried it before, and I was getting the big bottle. And then she said, have you tried this before? Do you like it? And I said, no, I've used some of their other products, but I don't know. She said, you know what? Why don't you just save a little money and get the small little bottle that I have over here and then see how it works for you. And if you like it, come back. And I was like, I've lived in a country recently where you would go to the hairdresser and it would be like, do you want me to wash your hair? Okay, that'll be a certain amount of money. Do you want me to use the organic shampoo? Okay, that'll be worth more money. Do you want me to blow dry your hair? Okay, that'll be worth more money. Do you want me to do a treatment on your hair? That'll be worth more money. Everything was a way that they could try to get more money from you. And I didn't like that. It was nothing about make the customer have a certain experience. It was like the other side. How much can you get from the customer? Whereas this one, down to this aspect in Greece, we were shocked. We were shocked at this part. Go to a restaurant. Now, I wouldn't say 100% of restaurants do this, but 90% of the restaurants do this. You eat this beautiful meal, and then they bring you a plate of their dessert that they created for the day. And I'm not talking little sample-sized desserts. These are, they made this gorgeous almond mandarin orange cake, and they cut 4 slices for us, and it was free. Every single restaurant almost has this dessert concept where they give it to you for free. Where does that happen in the world? And the last thing that I'm going to say is they had this like joie de vivre, almost like France, where it was more about working to live instead of living to work. And you would see people out there. I mean, we were bundled up. Sometimes it just felt so cold to us. We looked like we were in the North Pole. We were bundled up so much. And then you go to the beach and there's these people playing kind of racket tennis ball. I don't know what the game was, but they had a paddle and a ball and a net, like a volleyball net. And they were wearing shorts and no t-shirts. We were shocked. There was another experience where a man was in the sea and we heard this huge scream, and it was because he had thrown himself a ball and he was going to swim out to get that ball in the ice cold water. But this was something that we just kept seeing, and we were just incredulous at the level of people being out living. I think in North America, a lot more people are in living, whereas in Greece, it is definitely out living. And it was just a gorgeous experience. We met some beautiful, beautiful people, very, very kind and friendly, and we'll be forever grateful. Now, I did promise you to say why I am so thankful to be back home in Turkey. And I would say the reason why I'm so grateful to be back in Turkey is that although there were some beautiful things about Greece feeling like you're in the 1980s on a values way, There were certain degrees of comfort there that you just didn't get, and it shocked me. And I won't go into what they are because I want to be very respectful. Look, every country has its thing. This is something that I have learned. No matter what country you go to, no matter how much you love certain things about that country, every single country will have things that kind of make you go, "Rah," like this. So to have updated sewage systems, so you could literally use the toilet like you wanted to use it and you didn't have to put all your toilet paper elsewhere, just feels really good. And the last thing is for the food. I have to say that I was quite shocked at the level of fried foods in Greece. I didn't feel my best and I couldn't find all of my ingredients there. And so even just being back 2 days now, my whole system feels clean, you know? And that's shocking because I thought that Turkish food and Greek food was very similar, and in so many ways it is. And I think depending on which area of Greece you live, it will probably be different. But I'm telling you, Turkish food, not much can beat that in the world. So kudos to that. Again, I'm so appreciative for our time, the people, the gifts, the raw nature and beauty that Greece gave us. And I'm so appreciative of my life here in Turkey and all that Turkey gives me. So ladies, if you have ever wanted to change up your life a little bit, to get out there and feel a sense of joy, feel a sense that you are actually living life, then book and plan a trip somewhere you've never been before. And I promise you, it'll give you a renewed sense of life and a renewed sense of appreciation for all that you do have right now currently in your life. So maybe this week you want to start making some little plans because summer's coming up and a lot of travel is yet to be had. So make it an elegant week doing that, and I'll see you next time.